I think that would be one of the best moves this offseason, signing Mikey Lowe. I don't think that we wouldn't make it without him.
Right.
Welcome to our deep dive into the life and career of one of baseball's most beloved figures, David Ortiz, affectionately known as Big Papi. In this video, we'll explore the highs of his remarkable career, filled with unforgettable moments that not only defined his legacy, but also transformed the Boston Red Sox into a championship team. Big Papi, the beloved former Red Sox slugger, is known for his incredible career and larger-than-life personality. But in June 2019, he became the target of a shocking assassination attempt that would change his life forever. Grab your popcorn as we unravel the details of this harrowing incident and the controversy surrounding it. But before we jump into it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channels for more content on MLB icons. On June 9, 2019, David Ortiz was enjoying a night out at Dial Bar and Lounge in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He was surrounded by friends, including TV host Joel Lopez, when suddenly chaos erupted. A man approached him from the sidewalk and fired a single shot that struck Ortiz in the back. The bullet pierced through him and also hit Lopez in the leg. In an instant, the vibrant atmosphere turned into a scene of panic as patrons scattered for safety. In the immediate aftermath, confusion reigned. Was Ortiz the intended target? Initial reports suggested he was. However, as investigators delved deeper, they uncovered a more complicated narrative. It was revealed that Ortiz was actually mistaken for someone else. Sixto, David Fernandez, a friend who was seated with him that night. This twist left many scratching their heads. How could anyone confuse one of the most famous athletes in the Dominican Republic with another person? As news of the shooting spread, Dominican authorities began piecing together what had happened. They quickly arrested several suspects, including Rolfi Ferreira Cruz, who was identified as the shooter. But as they investigated further, they announced that Ortiz had been shot by mistake in what appeared to be a hit job aimed at Fernandez. However, things took another turn when private investigators hired by Ortiz began to look into the incident more closely. Led by former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis, their investigations suggested that Ortiz had been targeted intentionally due to his connections with powerful figures in the Dominican Republic. Davis's findings pointed to Cesar Peralta, a notorious drug trafficker who allegedly felt disrespected by Ortiz. According to this investigation, Peralta placed a bounty on Ortiz's head after a series of perceived slights between them. This revelation raised eyebrows and led to questions about why Dominican authorities had initially framed the incident as a case of mistaken identity. Following the shooting, Ortiz underwent multiple surgeries to save his life. Doctors removed his gallbladder and part of his intestine during emergency procedures in Santo Domingo before he was flown to Boston for further treatment. The recovery process was long and painful, but Ortiz remained resilient throughout. In interviews after his recovery, Ortiz expressed gratitude for being alive, but also frustration over not knowing why someone would want him dead. He described feeling sad, confused, angry about the entire ordeal, a mix of emotions that anyone could understand given the circumstances. As details emerged about the shooting and its motives, controversies continued to swirl around Ortiz's case. Many questioned whether Dominican authorities were being transparent about their investigation. The shifting narratives, first declaring Ortiz as the target and later claiming it was all a mistake, left many wondering what really happened that night. The involvement of drug trafficking figures added another layer of complexity to this story. Peralta was already well known for his criminal activities. He had been labeled a drug kingpin by U.S. authorities prior to Ortiz's shooting. Yet despite this notoriety, no charges were filed against him concerning Ortiz's case at that time. This lack of accountability only fueled speculation about corruption within law enforcement in the Dominican Republic and whether powerful individuals could evade justice simply because of their status. As investigations continued, numerous suspects were arrested in connection with the shooting. By early 2022, 10 individuals had been convicted for their roles in the attack, some receiving lengthy prison sentences, but questions remained about who orchestrated it all. In March 2022, Davis publicly shared his findings implicating Peralta as having orchestrated the hit on Ortiz. This contradicted earlier statements from Dominican officials and reignited debates about how much influence drug traffickers wielded over law enforcement. For David Ortiz, this experience was more than just a brush with death. It altered his view on life and safety profoundly. He became more vocal about issues affecting his home country and took on philanthropic efforts aimed at helping those in need back in the Dominican Republic. Despite everything he faced, from physical recovery to navigating complex legal battles, Ortiz remained optimistic and committed to using his platform for good. He often reflected on how fortunate he felt just to be alive after such a traumatic event. David Ortiz's story is one of resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. From being shot while enjoying time with friends to uncovering layers of controversy surrounding powerful figures in his home country, Big Papi's life took an unexpected turn that no one saw coming. As we wrap up today's video, let's remember that behind every headline is a human story filled with emotion and complexity. David Ortiz is not just a baseball legend. He's a survivor who continues to inspire us all with his strength and determination. We've covered the harrowing account of mixed identity that Ortiz got locked into, but who exactly is Big Papi? Let us get through the life and legacy of the star player. David Ortiz's journey in Major League Baseball began in 1997 when he made his debut with the Minnesota Twins. However, it was his move to the Boston Red Sox in 2003 that truly marked the beginning of an era. Initially signed for just $1.25 million, Ortiz was seen as a low-risk investment. Little did anyone know that this would be a pivotal moment in Red Sox history. In 2003, Ortiz started slowly but soon found his rhythm. By June, he was hitting home runs and driving in runs like a seasoned pro. He finished that season with 31 home runs and 101 RBIs, catching the attention of fans and critics alike. His ability to perform under pressure became evident during the postseason, where he delivered clutch hits that helped propel the Red Sox into the playoffs. Now let's talk about 2004, a year that every Red Sox fan remembers vividly. The team had not won a World Series in 86 years, a drought that had become a part of their identity. But Ortiz was determined to change that narrative. In the American League Championship Series, ALCS, against their arch rivals, the New York Yankees, the Red Sox found themselves down 3-0. It was an unprecedented situation. No team had ever come back from such a deficit in postseason history. But Ortiz stepped up in Game 4 with a walk-off 2-run homer against Paul Quantrill, igniting hope among fans and teammates alike. Then came Game 5, where Ortiz delivered another walk-off hit, solidifying his status as a postseason hero. His performance earned him the ALCS MVP award, the first time a designated hitter received this honor. The Red Sox faced the St. Louis Cardinals in the World Series, and Ortiz was on fire. He batted .308 during the series, helping lead Boston to a 4-game sweep and finally ending the curse of the Bambino. This victory wasn't just about winning, it was about redemption for a city that had waited so long for this moment. After 2004, Ortiz continued to build on his legacy. He became known for his ability to deliver in crucial moments, like during the 2007 World Series, when he helped secure another championship for Boston. His consistency at the plate was remarkable. He averaged over 30 home runs and 100 RBIs for several seasons. Even when critics thought he might be past his prime, Ortiz proved them wrong. In 2013, during a season marred by tragedy after the Boston Marathon bombing, Ortiz became a symbol of resilience for the city. He famously declared at Fenway Park, "This is our fucking city," after hitting a grand slam against the Detroit Tigers in Game 2 of the ALCS. His leadership and performance helped guide Boston to yet another World Series title that year. As Ortiz approached retirement in 2016, fans were treated to one last spectacular season. He led the American League with 127 RBIs and finished with an impressive .286 batting average at age 40, an age when most players have long since hung up their cleats. His final game at Fenway Park was an emotional affair. Fans packed the stands to celebrate not just his career, but what he meant to them personally. Ortiz ended his career with 541 home runs and over 1,700 RBIs, a testament to his skill and dedication. Beyond his statistics and accolades, 10-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, Ortiz's impact transcends baseball. He became a community leader in Boston and an ambassador for baseball globally. His infectious personality and love for the game made him a fan favorite everywhere he played. In 2022, Ortiz was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame on his first ballot, a well-deserved honor for a player who changed how we view designated hitters forever. David Ortiz's story is one of perseverance, passion, and triumph against all odds. From his humble beginnings to becoming one of baseball's greatest players, Big Papi's journey is an inspiration to many. Whether you're a die-hard Red Sox fan or just love great sports stories, Ortiz's legacy will continue to resonate through generations. Thanks for joining us on this journey through David Ortiz's incredible career. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more engaging content about your favorite sports legends. Click on this video here for more content.